Driver San Francisco is a game I've heard about and been interested in for years. It's an open world driving game, but you have the ability to soul hop, that is, jump into the body of another driver, so essentially you can drive any car in the city at any time. All you have to do is hover about and choose your vehicle. That's like a movie premise when you hear it. You say to yourself, oh, I have to see that. The question is always, is it as good as it sounds?
Out of those, I'd say the Chop Shop about 3 blocks from here. You remember the one, right? If Jericho's gonna show up anywhere, it's probably...
Jones? Jones?
What?
It's me. I'm back.
What? Back from where?
Well, once you get past the intro and the soul hopping becomes a core part of the game experience, yeah, the game's a lot of fun. There's a pretty solid reason for your character to be able to soul hop. There was interest on my part in finding out how the whole thing would play out considering the circumstances. I'm purposely vague here, not because it's some big spoiler, but because it's obvious and schlocky enough that I'd like you to be able to smile and groan when you find out about it like I did.
Oh, come on. What's the deal here? What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Can't call for backup.
Guess we're on our own. Just pray someone's
Hold
watching
on.
over us.
Those voices, they're coming from that patrol car. Okay, why not? You want me to help people? I'll help people.
You also keep learning new moves for driving, like the ability to boost accelerate from a stop position, the ability to ram, and of course how to turn with the handbrake, a staple of all car games. There's a garage to upgrade skills and buy new vehicles, and what I like is that the more cars you own, the more money you gain. It's like owning investment properties, wherein every so often the rent comes in, and it incentivizes you to buy every car you can, even if you'll spend most of your non-mission time up in the air looking for the next driver body to take over. As you play a police officer, the side missions are all about helping people through driving. The thing is, you're a play-by-your-own-rules cop, so the way you help is, for instance, assisting a Japanese drag racer to win so he can afford to go to college, or to freak out a driving instructor that's harassing a teenage kid. Raising the heart of the driving instructor by driving into traffic and performing sharp handbrake turns was a highlight of the game for me.
How about a discount on those lessons?
Oh, I see. This is extortion. Never. I have my dignity.
You do?
Yes, yes, yes. 10%. I'll give you 10% off your menu.
Ah, there you go. That was easy, wasn't it?
Now, I like my car games more on the arcade end of the spectrum than the simulation end of the spectrum. Driver is definitely more arcadey, but not so much that handbrake turns are easy and without consequence. Often I would overturn or U-turn because I don't have proper control over my vehicle. One benefit of the game being in San Francisco is you get to drive over the famous hills and echo car chases from films like Bullitt. In fact, when you first get your soul hop power, I found myself making turns through a very famous piece of scenery from movies and television alike.
Kind of behavior.